Hello, hello, hello. Diana, Amy, Cheryl, Lindsay. Hi, guys.
They're muted.
I know you guys are muted, but we're going to unmute you whenever you guys have questions once we start. What's up, guys? Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to our first Q&A. It's right at 11 o'clock, so I'll start chatting a little bit with you guys, and then we're going to open it up for questions. So whenever you guys have a question, if you have a question you want to ask or whatever, just kind of put your hand up, and then I'll call out your name, and we have somebody who will unmute you, and then you can go ahead and ask your question, and I'll leave you unmuted until we kind of cover the question, you know? Does that sound good, guys? What up, Betty? Betty Perlman's coming on. Lisa, William, Leslie, I like your picture, Leslie. Jill Glickman. Hi. You guys can all hear me, right? Everybody can hear me? Okay, great. Let's give it till like 11. Let's give it to like 11:02, and then we'll really start like really chatting. Hi, Amanda. Hi. I'm sure you guys all have maybe a question that you want to ask. So if you're just jumping on, like I said, I'll ask you guys to just kind of like put your hand up. Obviously, we'll unmute you. You ask your question and we'll chat. Like I want to leave it open for kind of like a chat between me and you while the question is open. Real quick, while I have you guys on and we're going to kind of chat, I want to just kind of familiarize you guys with my philosophy in terms of fitness, right? How many of you out there, like by a raise of hands, do the lives pretty regularly? Is everyone doing the lives regularly? Don't worry, you're muted, Olivia. You're muted. You could talk. You could have kids in the background right now. They could be doing somersaults. It's all good, okay? Cheryl, you have such a nice smile. I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm sorry, I'm getting like caught up because I just get to see Brandy's face. I get to see everybody's face. I'm so excited. But guys, I just want to tell you, for those of you who do the workout, you know pretty much how the endless amounts of opportunities we have with just medium weights, heavy weights, resistance bands, and mini bands. So my philosophy is, especially with live, to keep it relatively simple, which is really the way I work out anyway. So I want you guys to understand that simplicity really does get the job done. You don't have to make working out complicated. A lot of the things that have come up now with fad workout, like, you know, everything that's kind of in for the second and then out, has people doing all kinds of crazy things, which of course you are encouraged to try different things and do different things. But one of the things I like to do with our live workouts is, one, I want to make it so that most people can do it. Mostly everyone can pick up a weight, do a row, do a push-up, do a squat, do a press, right? If you guys ever need to go down on weight or up on weight or however, you can always play around with the workouts and modify things where you need to. So I hope that you guys all know when we're doing these workouts, it's very clear. If you have an injury, if you have a reason that you need to do something different, by all means, that is totally okay. Okay. And like I said, basically my philosophy is simplicity gets it done. I've been working out the way I have been working out that I shared with you guys for the last year. I've been doing these workouts for 7 years. And I can tell you right now, I have never, ever repeat a workout. There's always a new variation or a new way to put things together, or, you know, we do a medium and a heavy and a resistance band, or two heavies or two mediums, and just the possibilities of what we can do are endless. So I want you guys to know these workouts are always going to change for you, and they're always meant to give you results. Okay. And I have found, and I want to be honest with you guys, I used to work out for an hour, right, before the pandemic. Okay. I have found out that working out live with you guys 30 minutes a day is giving me the same, if not better, results. Okay. So the timing that you work out is in no correlation to how much in shape you get. It's all about effort. For 30 minutes, if you go hard, you guys are going to get everything you need out of it. Okay. since we're kind of getting the conversation going, and I see you guys and I see so many of you, and I know we have such an engaged, such an engaged community, which is so special. What's up, Liz Siegel? What's up, Lynn? I just want to call. What's up, Danielle? And you're going to tell me how to say that, Kajai, but hi. And Diana, I just love seeing your smiles and everything. So without kind of talking too much, because you guys hear me talk all the time, let's open it up for our first question. So if you guys have a question, just kind of put your hand up in the air. I'm going to call out a name and we will unmute you. Okay, I see my first hand. Jane Rubin. I know you, girl. Juan, if you can unmute Jane so she can ask her question. Jane Rubin coming up.
Hi from Toronto, but originally from England.
Hi, Jane. It's so nice to see you in person.
So my question to you, Rachel, is when do you plan the workouts? Do you for each day, or do you do it for the whole week?
That is a great question, Jane. That is such a good question. I want to be completely honest with you guys. If there's one thing I hope you guys take away from getting to know me through lives, is that I never bullshit you guys and I never lie to you. Okay. My workouts are so spontaneous in the sense that we do our week workout. I usually don't decide what we're going to use for the next week until Saturday. Saturday morning, I decide, because one of the things what I love about our workouts, Jane, is that I feel it with you. So I know after a heavyweight week, we've got to go lighter, or I know after a really medium weight week or whatever it is, we've got to add in cardio, right? So I kind of feel it out. And once I feel what we're going to do, I know I write our workouts out the night before. Right. So the night before we do them. So if we're working out Monday morning, usually for Monday morning, I know what we're going to do by Saturday, but like for Tuesday, I'll know after Monday, because I'll kind of feel how the flow went on Monday. I'll see, okay, I really love the way we did those 3 minute, 30 seconds each. And I want to do that now with chest and back, but we're going to just focus on chest and back. So to answer your question, Jane, what we do is so natural. It's such a flow. There's no, I plan it. I'm obviously a professional in the sense that I've been doing this so long that I know the moves I want to put together. I know what I want to do for the week, but I don't really lock it in until the night before. And then you guys see me 8:30 a.m. and it just feels so fresh and so new. And like I said, I've never, ever, ever looked back at an old workout. So I've never said, oh, I don't really feel like writing a new workout this week. Let me look at what we did 5 weeks ago. That never happens. There's always something fresh, something new that I want to bring to you guys. So to answer your question, Jane,
thank you.
It's like almost on the live, we're almost right there, Jane. Okay. So yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Jane. Anybody else have the next question? Just put your hand up so I can see you, Oh, Hillary Ben Nars. You were the first hand I saw. So let's hear what you have to say, Hillary. What do you want to know, Hillary?
So I have a question. I'm in Maryland, and when it's nice, like I want to be outside. So if you had to choose, I know ideally you would do all 5 of your workouts, but if you had to choose like 3 so that you had 2 days to like go for a run or be outside, what would you say if you had to like prioritize how you would do it? Or does it not work like that? Are you, to get the result, you have to do all 5 always?
Well, listen, I truly believe that doing 5, I believe 30 minutes is not that long, right? So we can all try to carve out 5 times a week where you can fit in 30 minutes, even if you do a run that day, right, Amanda? Amanda knows Amanda Fitness Fun. But so I like to think if you love to run outdoors, there's no reason you can't do 30 minutes of the workout and then go run for 20 minutes or go run for however long you want to. You want to run for 30 minutes, right, Hillary? But yeah, so I mean, I always look at the workouts like they should be done Monday through Friday. That's my intention, to really get you guys on a nice, consistent schedule with yourself. It doesn't mean that Monday's workout has to be Monday. It doesn't mean that Tuesday's workout has to be Tuesday. You guys could do Monday's workout, take Tuesday off, put Tuesday to, you know what I mean? Like you could put Tuesday to Wednesday and then you have a weekend where you add a weekend in, if maybe you like a Saturday or a Sunday workout. But if I were to say to someone like you, Hillary, if you really like to do a three time a week, I always look at it in a pattern. So what you guys will also notice about the way I work out and our workouts, right? They always follow a pattern. So I would say I would do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? So you would get full body, arms, and then ass and abs, okay? If you're you know what I mean? So it'd be like I would kind of do it like that, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. To answer your question, Hillary, that's probably, I could never miss arms. I think you guys know how much I love Wednesday arms. Full body, I mean, you can't miss full body. That's one of the days, like you have to always do full body. I do find, and since we have so many women, right? Let me see. Do we have like, where are my men at? Forget them. They in here. So, I mean, I do find that a lot of women hear chest and back, and they're like, chest and back. You know, I always find that the Tuesday can sometimes take a fall off, which is why I always tell people, and I stress to you guys, just because it says chest and back, every workout we do incorporates the whole body. So you don't want to miss a Tuesday. But I would say, you know, hit definitely the full body. I definitely would do arms. I wouldn't miss legs. I don't know. I love them all. I love them all. So yeah, Hillary, I would probably do 5 days a week, Hillary, if you can, and just etch out that time to run, or do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday type of thing.
Thank you so much.
You got it, Hillary. Oh, I see a hand. Serena's getting it up quick. I got you, Serena. What you want to know?
What's up, Rachel?
How are you, Serena?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so I'm curious if you drink alcohol, and like if you do, like how often, like what do you think is like the healthiest way to drink?
Great question. I want to be really honest with you guys. I do everything in balance. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't eat French fries, or, you know, I make I don't eat it. My kids like chicken nugget if I make it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys I count macros or I count carbs or I do any of that, right? I just believe in leading a very balanced life. My father's French, so I grew up eating a lot of butter in food, a lot of oil. Not that I do that now, because my wife's really nuts about everything in the house, if you really want me to be honest. But for drinking, I don't drink during the week at all. And I'm not really a huge drinker to begin with, but I usually don't drink during the week. I'm not somebody who needs like a glass of wine at the end of the day or anything like that, except I don't knock it. I mean, if you are someone who likes a glass of wine, have a glass of wine. I will tell you, after this, I have a friend coming over for lunch and I already have a bottle of wine out for today, you know? So I'm going to have a glass of wine today, guys. We should have had one now. I have my smoothie. I have my smoothie right now, guys. But I don't really drink. If I am going to drink, it just depends on what I'm doing. So if I'm going out and I'm partying and like I want to catch a buzz, I'll drink tequila. Just find it's like the, you know, sure thing. So I'll have like a tequila soda. You know, I'm honest, guys. If we're really trying to like go out and party, mama don't get out that much. So mama's got to like get it in a lot. There are those of you that might have 3 kids. When they were under 4, you know what it's like. It's like 0 time for yourself. So when I go out, I'm like, what's your strongest drink you have? So tequila and soda is what I would have. And you know, that's what I do when I go out. If I'm at home or I'm having a nice lunch on a Friday or whatever, I'll share a bottle of wine with a friend or with my wife if we're going out. And then other than that, I don't drink during the week. I just don't find that. I do find, and I'm going to be honest, I find like there was a week I remember, maybe it was my birthday week or I don't remember, but I drank that week and I found when I woke up for lives, I felt swollen. You know, like I looked at myself in the camera, and I think because I have to see you guys, I want to see you guys every day. And I'm obviously looking at myself, looking at you. I'm like, girl, you cannot be swollen in the morning, you know? So I really find that just cutting the alcohol out for me during the week is definitely, you know, Serena, what I do. But I also think if you're someone who likes a glass of wine, by all means, enjoy it, or, you know, but that's what I drink, tequila and soda. And if I'm going out, you know,
Okay.
I keep it pretty
True.
clean. You got it, Serena. I think the next question, Juan's kind of, guys, if you want to ask, like, just kind of start throwing your arms up. But Natasha, where are you at, Natasha?
Hi.
Hi, Natasha. What's up? You in your car, girl? Girl, I like it. She's committed. That's somebody committed to a Zoom. She's like, no, I'm going somewhere, but I'm getting on. Hi, Natasha. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Yourself?
Good, good. I'm good.
Great. Quick question. So I recently started following not so long ago. Usually your lives are the time that I have to leave to drop my son. So I never get to do it at the same time. And I'm not always the most tech savvy person. But I really, when I do get to watch it, I really like all of your lives. But how do I access it like later on? Because I find that the easiest time for me to actually work out is probably after I put my son to bed. And I don't want to miss any of them because I really enjoy them.
That's an easy question. So the lives are, you guys, as I could probably unmute somebody and they'd be like, girl, IGTV. So Belinda's like, yeah, hi, Belinda, how are you? So pretty, Belinda. So yeah, so Natasha, to answer your question, IGTV, if you just click on it, right? Like there's all those little icons. All of my workouts are saved there. So you can always go there. A backup to that or a go-to is YouTube. So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Natasha, you can go on there and you'll find now like 400 workouts. So you can choose whatever workout. And it's actually kind of cool because if you do go on these workouts, and I encourage, if you guys want to see how far we've come together, if you look back to a year ago, you can really see the evolution of the live together. I mean, it used to not start with like any kind of music. There used to be, you know, it used to be totally kind of not as streamlined and great as it has gotten, or we've grown together. So yeah, IGTV or YouTube, Natasha, you can always catch the workouts at any time.
Thank you.
You got it.
I don't say, I honestly, my favorite part, and I guess like I've seen people's like lives and stuff before, but what I love the most is the energy that you have from the very beginning of the video, because I'm a person that loses motivation fast. So knowing that I'm watching someone that has all like this energy, at least I get that motivation right from home, you know?
I mean, I love that. I love that. I feel like a lot of people tell me that, and I'm just going to be honest. I am so excited to have found this avenue to reach so many people and work out with so many people. And I genuinely care about each of you. I really do want to see you guys get to the best you want to be, or, you know, whatever it is that you're aiming for. I don't always think that working out necessarily is in correlation of the way you want to look. I think a lot of times it's the way you want to feel, you know, it's how you want to feel. So I focus on that so much. And to be honest, you know, a lot of people do always comment on the way that they see I look, and I'm like, it's not about the way I look. It's about the way I feel when we're done. You know, I feel like I can go on about my day. I feel this sense of energy. And so I'm so happy you say that. And Natasha, I can't tell you enough that energy I bring to you guys in the morning is really the way I feel when I wake up. But I am a morning person, so that kind of works out for me, you know.
I recently got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, so this makes me look forward to it. So I just want to say thank you in advance for all this energy that you provide. I'm sure everyone's really like thankful and grateful for it, especially for me with like my situation, because I always loved working out before, but now, other than the fact that I need to, I want to too. So thank you so much for all the energy.
Sasha, my thing to you is just stick with it every day. You just wake up, you do it. It's like you can't. It's like putting on clothes. It's like you wake up, you do it, and you're done. You know, and you go on with your day. Our next question is going to be Morgan. Morgan, where are you at? Morgan, where are you at? Oh, I see you, Morgan. We're gonna unmute you, right? Unmute her, Morgan.
There we go. Hi.
There we go. Morgan, how are you?
Good. How are you? First off, thank you so much. I love doing your workouts every day.
I'm so happy.
back to what Gabby was saying, I also use your YouTube channel on Saturdays to do your pop-ups for my Saturday workouts. I'll pick one of your pop-ups and use that for my Saturday workout.
Yeah.
But my question is, I'm doing a anniversary trip in the fall and there's no like gyms or anything around. Is there any workouts to do that would just be like band or resistance band, something that I could easily travel with since I can't bring weights? And I've looked around to like join a gym for the week that we're there and like I can't find anything.
If you look on IGTV and you just scroll down, there was a week I did just bands. I remember it was like resistance bands and a mini band I think I used. So you can find it. You can also, if you really want to like go through the archive, you can go to the first 2 weeks we ever did lives, guys. The first 2 weeks we did this, I did just body weight. So when we started these lives, granted, none of us knew what the hell was going on. And I didn't know. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to go on and do body weight. And surprisingly, I actually just did an event for this Pride organization down here. And we did a body weight workout, which we filmed, which I'll put up this coming week. But it was so much harder than I thought. Like I was doing body weight. I was really, it was very challenging. So if you want to, Morgan, you can always go back, but just, I try now to add in the description. I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the description of every IGTV or every workout, I put what we need, because when you scroll through, you can kind of see it in the title. So scroll down, and if I have time, Morgan, I'll even find it for you.
I think I found them. I think I already saved them all already.
Great. So if you have them saved, then you're good. You only need a few of them. So just bring your bands and you'll be great, you know? And you can also, guys, another thing which Morgan just reminded me, there's never a reason you can't do a workout. So even if you, let's say we're using a band and medium weights, but you only have medium weights or you only have a band, you just do what we're doing with what you have. So if it doesn't work out, maybe we're on our back doing something and you can't do it, just flip over and do push-ups. As long as it's the same body part and you're kind of staying consistent with the flow of the workout, you're still getting the workout, you know? So yeah, always feel like you guys can do it. Okay, Natalie, and thank you, Morgan. I see you all the time. I see you reposting all the time. Natalie, where you at, Natalie? Where you at? This is so much fun, guys. We should do this every Friday.
Unmute. Sorry, I had to click unmute. Hi, Rachel, and it's nice to meet you and all of the community. I'm actually here representing my partner and I, because he and I do your workouts. We try to do them 5 days a week. So there are gentlemen that are doing your workouts too.
Great.
But I told him that I would ask you this because we're always wondering when you have cameos like this morning, what kind of dogs do you have? Because we're obviously dog lovers over here, and one looks like a pug mix. Yeah. So we were wondering what kind of dogs you have.
I used to have English bulldogs.
Oh, nice.
So those of you who might follow me closely, or even if you follow me through the years, I'm really big in rescue. So here in Miami, I know I go to Toronto and I'm like, they must not have a problem here, because like everyone has like a bougie dog, and it's like always like, you know what I mean? It's like the golden doodle is like everywhere. But here in Miami, we have a very, very, very significant crisis like happening with people getting dogs, not wanting them anymore, leaving them on the streets, dogs on the street all the time. So my mother, about, I think she said it was 16 years, we were talking the other day, 16 years ago, she started her own like nonprofit. She started a rescue. She was volunteering with animal services. She was doing things with other rescue groups, and she decided that this was her passion, and she was a photographer. She kind of stopped doing photography and started rescuing dogs. And so I got both of my dogs my pug came from a family who, like, their kids, I think, went to the puppy store, and like, I think the mother left her credit card when she went out of town, and then the kids just bought a dog and she went home, and she decided, like, what are we doing with a baby pug? So we ended up getting the pug, and my mom at the time was like, can you take it to your house? Because it's so little and it's like so cute. I think she knew what would happen. So I brought the pug to my house and it never left. And then, and then my golden retriever mix was found in Wynwood, which is like an art area here. And this guy was, I think he had either stolen the dogs or found the dogs on the street. There was 2 of them at the time. And he was selling them outside of a coffee shop for like $10 each. And so my friend calls me up because she knows what my mom does. And she's like, I have to buy these dogs for $10 and bring them to your house. And then that one didn't leave my house, but the other one ended up getting a home. So I have both of my dogs are rescue dogs. One's like a lab chow mix and the other one is a pug. And I love them so much.
We'll keep the cameos coming because every time they come in, I love it.
I try to keep the dogs out for the most part, but like sometimes sometimes they get out in the yard. I don't know if you guys see, and they're like literally like rolling on their back, like in the sun. I'm like, okay, this is a bit distracting, but I'm fine with it.
Honestly, it's the humor we need. So anytime there's a cameo with the kids or the dogs, we're here for it. So thank you.
The kids with this time change, I'm literally like kicking them out of the room at like 8:31. I'm like, I gotta start, guys, get out of the room, you know? Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Natalie. I love bringing you guys into all my personal stuff. What else, guys? Who else is next? We're kind of Olivia put her hand up at one point. Olivia, where you at? Olivia, there you are. Hi, Olivia, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I see you have your doggy there too.
Yes, he was barking at me, so we had to come up here. I just have a question because before I found you, I was really into yoga and Pilates, but since I found you, I've noticed like my body has changed a lot in a good way. Like I feel stronger, but I was just wondering if you ever like do mix it up like on rest days, if you're feeling sore or like tight in your muscles, if you ever do like yoga or things like that, like more low impact than the HIIT workouts.
I do love like a very relaxing yoga if I do it. I sometimes partner up with this woman here, Dawn, who she's a big yoga person in town. And like whenever she lays me down and she's like, you know, just breathe in, or like, you know, they take you through that. I'm like, gosh, I need more of this, you know? But to be honest, I don't do anything else besides our workouts. I am so in our workouts and it's so consistent for me. And it really is what I love to do. I never look at the clock when I'm doing our workouts. I find when I do other workouts for me, you know, when it's like Pilates or spinning or yoga, sometimes around like halfway through, I'm like, all right, like how much longer do we have? You know, I'm ready. So I find that just the workouts we do really hit the body parts. They just speak to my body. They speak to what I like to do. So, but I would love to incorporate more stretching, more yoga into my own life as well. I don't do Pilates as much, but I've done it all. I mean, in the past, I've done it all, Olivia. So, but to answer your question, I'm sure a lot of you that do this 5 days a week can tell yourself, and you can answer this for me as well. I mean, Saturday and Sunday, it's like you want to take a break, you know, or you can take a break if you want, you know?
Well, you've definitely converted me into like the HIIT workouts, but sometimes it's just nice to like do a little stretching session.
I have a client, and you know, I do private Zooms, but I have a client that, you know, sees me 3 times a week on Zoom, and I have her seeing a yoga person the other 2 days. So I definitely believe that there is a flow to everything coming together, you know?
Definitely.
Next question, Belinda. Belinda, where are you at, Belinda?
Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
I'm from Toronto. For anybody else that's from across the border.
How many people from Toronto out there? Karen. I see Karen, Jane.
Wow.
Rochelle, Jill. Okay.
So my question, Rachel, I love your workouts. I love the moment that you said to do them 5 days a week, like a light bulb went off, and it's like, I want to try what that is like. And I absolutely love that consistency. And I've been doing it, as you know, for many, many months.
Yes.
So my question is around that, because I have weights that I've been using for a while now. I have my mediums and I have my heavies.
Yeah.
And what do you recommend in terms of moving up in the weight? Like, shouldn't I, do I get bigger muscles, leaner muscles? Does it matter? I'm kind of wondering what your opinion is on moving up.
The truth is that these workouts are never going to get you bulky. We're moving so fast and we're incorporating so many different things. We're doing so many high reps. You know, in order to get bulky, you have to lift. So you have to do like CrossFit lifting where it's like you're maxing out. Like you would do maybe 5 squats at 200 pounds each, right? And then you kind of put the weight down and that's it. Those are bulking exercises, right? What we do is really about toning and the flow, and we're constantly moving. I would say that's like a Belinda question for you. Like if you feel like the medium weights are getting light for you, then I would go up a little bit.
Okay.
I would love, you know, if now that we're kind of coming, I know Toronto's, don't get me started on Toronto because I'm so mad at them for not getting this vaccine together and getting you guys out of this lockdown. But because my family's there, you know, so we haven't seen them in like over a year now because of everything. But I would love, as people have weights now that are kind of becoming more available, it's not that hard anymore. I mean, you can get weights here. At least you can go to a store and buy them and everything. I think everyone should have the whole range of weights. Like I would love for every woman out there to have her 8s, her 10s, her 12s, your 15s. And for those of you who want to, you know, go a little bit heavier on certain times, you can have your 20s, right? Yeah. And then you can kind of look at it because there's going to be weeks where I'm going to say medium weights, but you guys know it's going to be on the lighter side of the medium, right? And then there's going to be weeks where I'm going to say, okay, I want you to have your medium weights, but I want you to be kind of more in that 12-ish range. Okay. So medium weights that's kind of up to you. If you feel like your weights now are becoming a bit easier and you're not feeling that burnout, our workouts, all of our workouts, I would like you guys at some point to say, I got to put this down, or maybe I got to stop for a second and then get back in it. Right. Okay. I find my philosophy in terms of the way that we work out is that if you don't get to failure, you're not succeeding. Oh. So you want to get to failure at some point in our workout. You want to be able to feel like, oh my God, I gotta take my second hand to help myself on this. Or I gotta, you know, especially with like overhead tricep extensions and dips and things like that, you want to get to that point where you're like, I'm going to take 3 seconds and get back in this, you know? And that's okay to do. I like to say that a lot on lives, but sometimes I feel like I almost don't even get to stress that enough. That if you need to take 3 seconds, take 3 seconds and then get back in it, but never take more than 3 seconds. You know, I never want you guys to start to see your breaks start to get to 20 seconds or 10 seconds. You know, you gotta be honest with yourself on your break. Okay. But like I said, I would love for everyone, even if you want to go as low as 5s, I would love for everyone to try to get the 5, the 8, the 10, the 12 for ladies, right? Because we're pretty much I'm speaking to the women now. You know, we want to have options, right? Everybody likes options.
So just on the heavy side, Rachel, what do you have there then? A 20, and you sometimes use the 20.
If I'm doing a heavy weight workout, I like to try to push myself to use 20s. I think we all should push ourselves. It should never be comfortable, is my point. Okay. It should never be comfortable. So if 12s make you feel like you're being pushed, which it can very easily do that, then 12s are your heavies. If 15s make you feel like you're being pushed, then 15s are your heavies. If 20s. Now, I also have ladies I train that go and grab 35s, and I'm like, girl, do it. You know, so heavy weights is also something that is completely a personal choice. I always, if you guys notice, when I send out the weight suggestion, it says 12, 15, 20 plus, so that I always want people to feel like there is never a too heavy, and there's never a too light either. Some people might find that 5 pounds is more than enough for their medium weights, and that's perfectly fine too. Okay. you know? So to answer your question, Belinda, just feel it out for your body. And if you can get your hands on multiple weights, you can always keep them close by and play around, you know?
Perfect. Thank you.
You got it, Belinda. Abigail, where you at, Abigail?
Hi.
Hi, Abigail, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I just wanted to first off say thank you so much. I just remember last year starting in the living room, moving the table and just kind of grabbing whatever was laying around the house, and it's kind of evolved to the garage and getting heavier weights, and it's definitely been something that I've really been holding consistent for a year and holding myself accountable. There's days where I'm like, no, I'll do it after work, and I'm like, no, if I don't do it now, it's not going to happen. So it's just that extra push. So just want to first say thank you. And then I just had a question, kind of maybe what you use for your clients. I know a lot of people might say the scale is kind of their target on being able to determine where they're seeing success or if they're seeing improvements or measurements. But I also know that the scale can also be your not best friend if you feel like you're going up, but you don't feel it in your body. So just trying to understand, like, what's your measurement of success or improvement, whether, and I guess maybe it depends on what you're trying to work towards, but any guidance around that?
I mean, you can, to be honest with you, like I said, I don't train people for bodies. I train people for energy. I train people for positivity in their lives. I find that, you know, and you guys can all say it, you guys can all know it. There's times where you can feel the best in your life and you're 3 pounds up on the scale or 5 pounds up on the scale, especially as we get older. I mean, I mean, you know, I'm still 25, but I'm not, okay? So like, I need to do strength training. I don't look my best when I'm as thin as I was at my thinnest. You know what I mean? Like my skin needs a little bit of plump, okay? So as women, as we get older, it's not about being thin anymore. It's about being strong. It's about your bones. It's about your strength, you know, it's about what are you putting in your body? You know, how are you feeding your body? How are you fueling your body? What kind of sleep are you getting? What kind of stress do you have in your life? Because those are the factors that I talk about with my clients, Abigail. Now, if you're somebody who is very concerned with taking weight off, then yes, we can weigh you. We can put a measurement around your arms, around your waist, around your thighs, and around, you know, whatever area it is that you want to hit. But I can tell you right now, if I give you a shopping list and you have portion control in your life and you are eating healthy, not processed food, organic, healthy food that you know where it's coming from, whether it be your meats or your veggies or your fruits, you're going to see results. I don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, I know that our workouts work. I know that what we do is going to give you results. So I just find that a lot of times it can be a source of obsession and it can be a source of disappointment if you are somebody who thought you were going to go down a certain amount in a certain amount of time, and maybe that doesn't happen. Maybe your body ends up building muscle and your body changes, but your weight doesn't. So that happens a lot. I have a lot of people write me in and say, well, I feel completely different and my body looks completely different and I feel great, but I only went down 2 pounds or I only went down 1 pound, you know? And I have to tell them, it's not about that. It's about the way you feel, what you're putting in your body. You know, we all have different body composition. So Abigail, your healthy weight might not be 110 pounds. Do you know what I mean? And like, you may look at somebody and say, wow, like they are so thin or they're so thin. And meantime, they're starving themselves. They have no nutrition. They're, you know, not working out at all. You know what I mean? So there's so many different factors that come into health. And I think now more than ever, everyone is so conscious of wellness. So, you know, I feel like everyone has the means to eat better and feel better and work out. And I would just say for my clients, I don't really weigh them.
Got it.
I don't.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I ordered your shake, so I'm excited to try them.
Good. You're going to love it. The shake is
Yeah.
great. The shake is, I mean, listen, you can always make it less calories by putting less peanut butter or, you know, a little bit less of certain things, by the way, too, because my shake is not like a like super low calorie, but is what you need after you work out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but last week when we did all that cardio, those of you that did the cardio week, I was starving. That whole week, I actually wanted to put up a story like, anybody else starving? Because I'm eating like crazy this week. And that's okay. Your body needed it. You were working out a lot. You were doing a lot of cardio. So I just like to really stress to everyone and listen to your body. Listen, nobody knows your body better than you. Nobody knows what you're healthy, what you feel like at your healthiest, right? And that doesn't mean it has to look a certain way, but it's got to feel a certain way. So that's what I would tell all of you guys. And Brandy. Where you at, Brandy?
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Brandy.
How are you?
So nice to see you.
You too. I have just a couple things. One's a comment. Well, first, I guess a question. Does it bug you when I tag you every single day of my life?
Never. You guys can never bother me.
I'm like, she's going to get so annoyed every day.
Never tag me enough. I wouldn't mind. Like Ilias, I don't know if you guys know the guy Ilias. I like put him up every day. He literally, the second the live ends, every day, it's like a post and I love it every day. So.
No, it's so good. I'm in LA. So I did the live on your anniversary day, but it's just so dang early for me to get up. So 7:30 Pacific time, religiously Monday through Friday, I see you and I do it, and my body has changed tenfold. But so I'm a spin instructor, and when the pandemic hit and we were shut down, I went from teaching and spinning 4 to 5 days a week to 0. I didn't have a bike at home. You know, Peloton was 10 weeks out.
Yeah.
And I fell into such a deep depression, major anxiety, and I was like dying inside. I couldn't even get out of bed, but I have 3 kids, so you know I have to.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the line I found you. I don't know how. It must have just been on my feed somewhere. And one day I'm like, okay, I need something. Lifting usually isn't what I do, but I've kind of been dying to try that, yada yada. Long story short, here we are. And it literally, I don't know, 7 months ago, I guess I started, pulled me straight out. Like within 2 weeks, I was a whole different person and I have not stopped since. But more excitingly, my body, like you were just saying, so for me, really, it's the energy. I mean, the body is just like an extra excitement and, you know, but it's totally the endorphins, the energy. It just makes my day better every day. So I just want to thank you for all of that. But my entire body has changed, which is amazing. I was a little too thin. But what I wanted to ask you, what is your philosophy on soreness? Now, I just want to preface it by saying I'm not one that gets sore a lot, no matter what I do. I've been into fitness for a long time.
Yeah.
But I do get sore, but not often. And I just wonder, I know there's some science behind that, and it doesn't necessarily mean you're not getting anything. I mean, I can see the difference, obviously. So I just wonder, like, what your thoughts are on that.
Well, like I've been doing this for so long, and there's weeks where I get so sore.
Yeah.
And it almost sneaks up on me with our lives. Like there's times where I remember medium weight week for some reason gets me so sore. This week, for some reason, the heavyweight week was hard. The resistance bands were hard, but I'm not crazy sore. Like I'm okay this week. Like I'm not saying that the workouts were any less effective or they were any, you know, there was anything that I didn't do or I didn't go hard enough or I didn't have heavy enough, but my body was just okay with it this week, right? I don't think there's any correlation between soreness and, you know, effectiveness, if that makes sense. I think that.
Yeah, I don't think there is scientifically either. I was just curious kind of what your thoughts were too.
I mean, once you start these workouts, for people who have never done these workouts, you guys can be testaments of how sore you get. You get so sore in the beginning. I mean, there's people who do the workouts and they tell me, I can't sit on the toilet. I can't sit down. Oh my God.
I've had those days for sure.
Yeah. But then after a while, your body is, you know, kind of knows how to adjust to it, knows how to feel
Yeah.
and it gets better. And the workouts become a way of life. To me, these workouts should be a way of life. They shouldn't be something that knocks you out every week. You shouldn't be able to not move, but you should be able to feel them. I mean, like today I woke up and for those of you who did the leg workout Thursday, my shoulders felt it a lot. Like all in here, I really felt the workout because of all those, you know, lunges and shoulder presses. So there's certain body parts. I also find that with our lives, there's certain body parts where you're going to feel it more. On
Right.
a week. Like there might be a week where you're going to feel your triceps the most. And then the next week you're like, oh my gosh, I feel my butt the most. Or, you know, I probably will feel Saturday, tomorrow. I'm going to feel Thursday and Friday, what we did the last 2 days.
Yeah, if I'm gonna get sore, it's not until 24 hours later, which is funny. But
Yeah. So I think soreness is just all relative to, you know, again, a person, how your body responds to it, how long you've been doing it. But I don't think it has any correlation to how effective our workouts are. I can tell you right now, if you are giving 100% when you sign on to the workout and for 30 minutes you go hard and you give your 100%, remember, this is no competition. There's no competition here. Nobody is in competition with anyone else. It's just your 100%. You're going to get everything you need out of it. So that's
yeah,
how I feel, you know?
and I loved what you said about to Hillary's comment about like how many days a week or what have you. I used to skip chest and back. That was the one day where it's like, all right, if I'm going to spin twice, I'm going to do Rachel 4 times, whatever. I was like, yeah, chest and back, yeah, whatever. And one week I'm like, you know, I'm just going to try the 5 days and see what happens. Never looked back.
Exactly.
So yeah,
because the chest and back leads into the arms. What people don't realize is that when you're working your chest, your secondary muscle that is engaged is your tricep. So you go into arms on Wednesday with already your triceps being engaged from the day before. So you get that much out of Wednesday. You get that much more out of Wednesday because you did Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
And like your back, right? Your back. It's just every body part. When I sat down and I decided in a few weeks into this workout that I was going to create my own days of the week. I really sat down and gave it a lot of thought as to why we would go from this day to this day to this day to this day. And I felt that ending the week with legs and bigger body groups like the glutes and the legs and this and that really gave you guys the weekend to kind of recuperate, because the biggest muscle group in your body is your legs. And starting with full body, who doesn't want to start the week with full body, you know? So anyway, there is a lot of thought and really purposeful planning into what you guys are doing. I think most of you, and what I find, which I love about our community, is that it really is intellectuals. People really do get it. You guys really do get why you're doing what you're doing. One of the things I hear back from so many people is, I love the way you put this together, the way you put that together. It's like you guys are getting it, you know? So, you know, it just goes to show why we all have gravitated towards each other, right? There's a reason why we all have gravitated towards each other. We speak to each other, you know? And then Cynthia, we probably have time for, I don't want to take this over to, I know you guys are like, probably like, I don't know, maybe some of you are, I see some people like muting themselves now, but I don't want to give you guys too much, but I want to get to everybody. So Cynthia and Cheryl, and then let's do one more question after Cheryl. So somebody put their hand up quick. Anybody else? Okay, Cynthia, you're up now.
Okay, thank you.
So we're going to end with Karen. So it's going to go Cynthia, Cheryl, Karen, and then we'll kiss, because we can kiss.
Okay. Thank you, Rachel. Love you. Love your classes. A couple of weeks ago, you mentioned something about you'd like to do a boot camp or a retreat or something like that. Can you expand on that idea a bit more? I would be the first one to sign up.
I mean, I love that, Cynthia. I love that. So I want to do a retreat, guys. I want to do a retreat. Yes. I want to like cap it out at like maybe 20 families. I want you guys to be able to bring your families, bring your kids, bring your significant others, maybe your sisters, whoever you want, whatever it is, right? It should be a fun trip. I want to get a chef. I want to get, you know, some other instructors to come along. And I want to basically make it like a fun, really fun fitness week. I am obviously waiting for all of this to kind of be over. I mean,
Of course.
Canada, can you get your vaccines already? Like, what is going on, Trudeau?
No
What is going on,
kidding.
Trudeau? Like, my family who are 65 plus are still not vaccinated. My mom has been vaccinated now here in Miami for 2 months. It's funny because like before the pandemic and like in our past presidency, I was like, I am going to Canada. Like, if this does not turn around here, I am in Canada, you know? And now I'm like, Canada, you need to come to United States. Okay? Like, turn the shit around here. We're all better now. Come on over here, you know? But so the retreat will probably, I'm thinking for the first retreat, I might keep it close for me. So it might be like an Island Mirada or like a Key West or like something that's not too far from me to kind of plan it all.
Right.
But a great trip for everyone, because who doesn't want to go where it's hot and sunny and nice and beachy? And so I'll let you guys know, but obviously I have to wait. I have to wait. Like,
Yeah, no, of course you do. But I'm from Toronto, so yeah, I agree with you. We got to get our shit together with the vaccines. So you can come up here and do a class, which would be amazing as well.
That I'm doing. I'm like, I'm going to be the first one to book my ticket to Toronto once you guys lift this 14-day quarantine. And
Yes.
in a hotel, or I don't even know what it is anymore.
It's a nightmare.
Because I can't be 14 days quarantined with 3 kids.
No.
Like it
For
would be
sure not.
horrible. And I don't even think where we would stay would allow us to come, which is crazy, right? Because it's like a building and there's
Yeah, no, we have to wait till it's all over, but I'll be the first to sign up. So thanks.
great. So I'm renting out an arena. When I come to Toronto, it's not going to
Yes.
be like a pop-up in a park. It's going to be like a pop-up in an arena because we're going to go big.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank
And
you.
yeah, thank you, Cynthia. And then we have Cheryl and Karen. Where's Cheryl?
Hey, hey, Rachel.
Oh, Cheryl. I've been watching you the whole time. You have like the sweetest face. I feel like I could talk to you about anything.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for all you do. First of all, I met you through your fundraiser for Joe Biden, which is just another reason to love Joe Biden.
I know.
Haven't missed a day since. So before the pandemic, I was doing 90-minute workouts 3 days a week at my boxing gym. And I totally agree. 5 days a week, the hard 30 minutes, game changer, totally game changer. So the day all of this changes and I can get back in the ring, I'm 100% ready from doing these 5 days a week. So thank you for that.
So happy.
So as a professional trainer and having worked in clubs and trained in gyms, is there something that's kind of a favorite thing of yours that just isn't practical to do online that you just really miss and wish there was a way to make it happen through Instagram, but isn't? But if there are any favorites, it'd be really fun to hear.
I mean, those of you who know my background, I'm obviously been at Barry's Miami, which Barry's Miami is Barry's boot camp from, now they've changed the name to just Barry's. I do love the treadmill and strength training. What you guys are getting is a kind of a mix of what I would do if I could do cardio on the floor mixed with strength training, right? So I've kind of merged the two together for our live classes. But if you know me and you know the patterns I do with the strength training, imagine it on the treadmill. So when I put people on the treadmill, it's like 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, down to a 6, 7, 8, down to an up, up to an 8, 9, 10. Like I really play around. Again, there's never been a repeat in my patterns on the treadmill. I just taught a class right now that was like an incline run that I absolutely love. I do try to share them every now and then for those of you that do have treadmills at home. But yeah, if there was something, if there was a way that everyone that did lives had a treadmill in their house, I would and it is something I could actually do. I could do like a special live one day where it's only for people with treadmills and I kind of instruct it as a treadmill workout, right? Like a Rachel Fitness treadmill class. I'm sure Amanda would be into it. Where's Amanda Fitness Fun? She would love it. There's Amanda. But but yeah, so I obviously do love that workout. That workout to me is something that I've gravitated towards as a client. But but to be honest with you, I fell in love so much with our live workouts that even though I have access to taking those classes these days, I really have chosen to stick with the lives. So for me, the lives are really hitting home for me at the age I'm at, what I want to get done, what I'm doing. It just seems to hit everything I need. But yeah, so that's kind of the workout. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Barry's, it's really like half tread, half strength, right? That's the workout I like, kind of, you know. Oh, and then we have, hope that answers your question, Cheryl. And then we have Karen to close us out. Karen, what's your question, Karen? We like best friends, Karen.
I know. Oh, I really just wanted to thank you. So like when this shit show started, I'm a lawyer. I work like in downtown Toronto. I have like your traditional corporate go life and 3 kids. So my life's insane.
Yeah.
And I just took this whole year to appreciate the slow pace that I have never had. I've always been like a multitasker. And what I love most about this year is that I start every day. I've blocked my calendar from 8:30 to 9:30. This is my time. Like they can have me now 24 hours a day because I'm always home. And I guess that's what working from home means. 8:30 to 9:30 is my day. And I find that more than anything, it's the mental health that you've given me this year to just, everything else is off for those 30 minutes. And you're so uplifting. And the way you speak to all of us, it's amazing. And I found a whole new community. And I didn't realize so many of my friends were on with you too. I love seeing their names. I see, you know, Shelly Berman's listening now. And I know she's working and listening. And I don't know, I feel like there's this whole community that is just, it's just love. Like it's just positivity. And I really just wanted to thank you for that.
Oh, thank you, Karen. I still want to talk to you, Karen, but I really want to tell you guys what you guys have opened up for me. I've always loved what I've done. I've always been the kind of trainer that trained from a positive encouragement standpoint, right? I've never been somebody who's like, don't give up. Never, you know, like never. I never use that language. I've always been like you're amazing. You can do this. Like, that's just where I come from as a trainer. I love that kind of philosophy. But what you guys have given me is really career independence, which for those of you who are out there who are probably working moms or just working people, Lindsay's there. Lindsay's like, yeah, I see you, Lindsay, start off. I see you. You know, that is there. What could ever be better than career independence? Like knowing that when you wake up, your career is in your hands. You're not necessarily having to, you know, I don't have to work for anybody I don't want to anymore, ever, because I have a community of people who get what we're doing, show up for each other, and you guys support. You guys go back and you say, you know what? I see the value in this workout. I'm not going to my gym. I'm doing Rachel Fitness. I'm going to give her, you know, X amount of dollars because she's getting into shape. And now I have this entire community and I have this entire career that we created together. So, you know, Karen, like, especially like, I know I have a lot of people from Toronto on here. I mean, I have to call you guys out because the Canadian support that is coming in is really, really special. You know, I mean, all over and United States. I had someone write me today that from Singapore. They're doing the workouts now from Singapore. I had someone last week show me a video of an entire group of people doing it in Israel. So, you know, these are the kind of things that are happening now. And so, you know, Karen, when people tell me how much this workout has done for them, I just feel like it's such a give and give, right? It's such a give and give. Like you guys are giving me, I'm giving you, you know? So thank you, Karen. Do you have a question, Karen, or you just want to?
No, I really just wanted to thank you and to ask you to get your ass up here, but I know you're coming.
Listen, I am. But guys, I want to thank you guys so much for coming on the Zoom and seeing all your faces. Like Jane, now when you sign on to Zoom, I'm going to know exactly like how to envision you, you know, Cheryl, Belinda, I feel like I know you post, like you repost sometimes. So I know I've seen you a bunch of times, and Serena and Rochelle, and I saw Iman on here. Iman, I always see your name. Brandy, we know each other. So Gail, even though I can't see you, I can see your kitchen tabletops, but I know you're there, Gail. But guys, thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much for coming on the Zoom. I hope I answered your questions the best and most honest way. What up, Alicia? I'm gonna see you soon for a little workout. Alicia does some private training with me, but you know, just thank you guys. I hope I answered your questions in the most honest and real way that I can. I hope it kind of brought some light to you guys, and yeah, just let's keep on going. You know, let's keep on going. Let's get this retreat going, right? I feel like this crew will be the crew to show up. I'm gonna be like, everybody from Zoom, I know you, let's go. But thank you guys so much. I'm gonna sign off so you guys can get on with, I'm sure it's 12 o'clock. It's like time for your Friday to start. And Belinda, Cheryl, Liz, Savannah, Natalie, everybody, Jessica Rocco. I think, I don't know, you know, but you know, guys, I see every single one of your names pop up on the lives. And Lynn, Amanda, those of you who don't know Amanda, she worked out with us once on live. She's a trainer out in Ohio, but she actually was like training with me, and then also like is a trainer. And that's one of the things I love. And Brandy mentioned it too. One of the things this community has done is it has a lot of trainers doing it. So a lot of spin instructors, a lot of, you know, everybody, right? And that's really special, because when you can kind of get people from this community to really take in on the workout, I think there's something special about that. So thank you guys so much. Savannah, everyone, thank you. I will see you guys soon. I'm sure we'll do this again because I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And bye. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Bye.
Bye,
We should take a
Bye.
picture maybe or something, right? Maybe like I should take we recorded this whole thing, by the way. So I'm gonna put it up on YouTube, because a lot of people said they couldn't make it and they didn't want to miss it. So yeah, but everybody just smile real quick. Smile, be like, hey, act like you having like a crazy, like we out partying, guys. This is our party right now. Party. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys soon, okay? I'll see you Monday. See you Monday morning. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.